sister has it. Yes. It's you.
I know.
Wintertime here at Hogsmeade Village.
Lieutenant Dane,
Hello, Forrest.
you got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
It's time for my summer sizzle, cool as a cherry popsicle.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's happening. It's dish time. I've always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain, just pepper these in here.
Hello everyone, this is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish.
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want, this is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam, and if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in. To follow the Bradley's Fun, this is The Dish, which we used to do on a daily basis, and we don't do it daily anymore, so it's not the daily dish, it's just it's an evening dish. It's a dish for now, leading into the, sometimes I call it the pre-pro show, because it comes on the pro show. It comes on before the 10 p.m. pro show on Mondays and Wednesday nights. And sometimes in between Valiant, Renegade, and Pro, and whatever else might be on a Wednesday night. I don't know. But we've got some people that are backstage, and I'm going to bring on my fairly regular co-host. First, Mr. Jeremy Laura. Let's add him to the stage. Jeremy,
hey, Ron.
From Strings and Pucks. What's up?
Doing good, man. How are you doing?
Better than Monday. I was taking Pepto-Bismol instead of doing the show. Something didn't quite sit right with my belly. But we're okay now. So,
well, you've been keeping real healthy this year. You've been working out pretty much all year.
Well, no, so that's the hard part is, like, you know, when you're doing this, you're like experimenting with new foods, and some things you can take and then some things you can't, but whatever. It's just, I never know. The older you get, the more things that just don't heat your stomach quite the right way.
Yes.
So,
very true.
I'm going to kind of let the chat kind of heat up. Let's see. I saw William. I don't know if William's still out there, but he was in early, said hello to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Tom, of course, he's backstage and he's in the chat and wrenching away as well. Going Shogi, good to see you, buddy. Hope that everything is okay out in the land of fruits and nuts out there in California. California dreaming. Remember when we were, oh man, they'd really have to change the song "Wish They All Could Be California Girls" today, because you'd be like, "Wish they all could be." Well, we're not really sure if they are California girls. Even when they are California girls, they might not be girls at all.
Well, do you remember the dietitian's advice about it?
What's that?
It said, kids, remember, if she has an apple, she has a banana.
For those kids watching, please don't sing the song "I Like to Eat Apples and Bananas."
Oh, I'm gonna throw.
And those things don't go together at all. Linda, what's up? Linda, just know that you are in my prayers every single day I mention you.
That's so bad.
And Jess Hart's Theme Parks is here waiting in the background. Who else is here? Tom and Go. And I'm trying to see if I missed string. There you are. Strings and pucks. Okay, so and hopefully we'll have some more people joining us as we go along our way today. Speaking of people joining us, we definitely for sure have people waiting in the background.
Afternoon, everybody.
Tom! Not normal.
Hello.
Tom. With his spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down my spine. Ready for Halloween?
Yeah. Can't you tell?
Yes.
I have my mask on.
Yeah, me too.
Jeremy's is scaring me the most.
It should. I've worked on this for 50 years.
We all look like brothers.
I got you beat by 5.
It's because white people all look the same.
That's true. We all look alike. All the white people look alike.
Can't tell one cracker from another.
So you were talking about like Sheila's or not Sheila's, going back to Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah.
Crocodile. Crikey. Let's see who else we have. Somebody else waiting in the wings. She might be from the future. She might be from the pasture. She's not. Maybe she is from a pasture. I don't know her parents' history. That's pretty
Doc, calm down, okay? Just calm down. It's me. It's Marty.
No, it can't be you. I sent you back to the future.
Hey, Doc, that's right, but I came back again. I came back from the future. Don't you remember last night? You fainted. I brought you home.
This can't be happening. You can't be here. It doesn't make sense for you to be here. I refuse to even believe that you are here.
Oh, but she is here and she is ready for Halloween. Jess Hart's the Theme Parks. Hey,
No, I keep forgetting that it is not Halloween yet because we had our trick or treat last Saturday. We always do it on the weekends here. So yeah.
Like in your neighborhood?
In our city, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. That way the
You
kids
do-
don't have to like run home right after school and change and do all the things.
It's Friday.
Well, yeah, but like on a normal weekday.
It's a big deal.
It's Friday this year.
I used to like Friday Halloween things.
Oh, my mom is checking in. Hi, Mom.
You'd stay out later and then you cause problems.
The world was less abductive when I was.
But tomorrow night is my night.
Tomorrow, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you now? I think is Lord and Apollo. I think Lord and Apollo might be doing a Halloween show on late Friday night.
Tomorrow night is the night of the dark
Tom.
mark.
What's that? Tomorrow night's the night of the what?
The dark mark.
The dark mark.
Oh, I got to clean my underwear. Yeah.
Jeremy, you haven't changed that for 50 years, and you're just going to do it now.
Yeah, it looks like a racetrack. I'm ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
Michigan International Speedway in my underwears.
That reminds me of the brand. It reminds me of the brand name. It was in the 1980s. I don't know if you guys remember the Skids.
Skids,
SK
yeah.
Yes, I had 2
SKIDS.
pairs.
I had a lot more than 2 pairs because I worked at Merry-Go-Round and a TiVo. So
You worked at a merry-go-round?
I worked
No, the
at
store
a
merry-go-round.
Yeah, the store.
I know
That
that,
was a
Jeremy.
store?
You're not as silly as I look.
Yeah. So
I didn't know.
Merry-Go-Round was the first place that I ever saw parachute pants for sale, and
That's
that
where
was
I bought
at the
mine.
I was at the Oak Park Mall in Kansas, outside of Kansas City, Missouri.
You know,
And yeah,
parachute pants were great to go snowboarding and sledding in.
Yeah.
That's about
Yeah.
it.
Switchy.
I used them for breakdancing most of the time. That
I had
and,
it for breakdancing too, but
the hammer pants were actually not. I mean, like everybody wore those for breakdancing. It was just like hard actually to. I mean, they're so baggy. It was a funniest thing was when I was on stage in my MC Hammer outfit. I looked like a freaking giant disco ball at Six Flags. So my Six Flags story. For those that don't know, I worked at Six Flags. I was in a show in 1992. The show was called Rhythm Nation, obviously based on the Janet Jackson song Rhythm Nation. You know, that was
a big deal at the time, man.
It was a huge deal at the time, but the show was basically American music, right? Like the announcement came on for the shows like from country to gospel, from pop rock to rap. We are a part of a rhythm nation. Right. And so it was the variety show that you go watch at Six Flags. I had missed a couple things. I missed the 50s show that they did a few years before. I missed the 70s show. My show choir choreographer actually wanted me to audition for the Gurnee Park in Chicago because he wanted me to do the 70s show. But I didn't want to move to Chicago.
your mustache, wasn't it?
No, it's my hair was like way longer then than it is now. I was like
That was
long
just
hair.
a joke, Ron. That was just the porn star mustache thing, you know.
Yeah, I'm going as Pedro Pascal for Halloween.
I can see that. You gonna have the rainbow rod?
There.
You
Yeah.
get the rainbow toy?
No, I haven't had a chance to stop by my local Adam and Eve store lately. So,
Oh,
yeah. Anyway,
We're just like, what did I get into?
Right. So, for the 1992 show Rhythm Nation, once we all got cast in the show, then we auditioned for the the solos. Well, I got cast for 2 solos. I got cast for the country solo for when I got cast, the song was Not Counting You by Garth Brooks. It changed over to they didn't like the length of the song. It was like too long for the show. So they changed it over to they changed it from Not Counting You to Liza Jane by Vince Gill, which was a whole different song, but I still kept the solo. So I did Liza Jane by Vince Gill. And then I had a rap solo, and my rap solo was true. My rap solo was Go For It. It was from Rocky V, which is like hard to believe, but Rocky V had already been out by 1992. Like Rocky
Tommy
V.
Gunn.
Yeah. So yeah, it's time for the rhyme of the bold and the gifted. Listen closely and you'll get lifted higher than you ever been before. You get more than you bargained for sure. A life can be a trip full of trouble, but you gotta stand up and fight back double. Don't let nothing hold you back, yo. When life says stop, you say go for it. Yeah. Still remember.
Oh, that cracker's got some seasoning. Oh,
Yeah.
Is
So
there a VHS tape of this anywhere, Ron?
It's probably on
I've got a
H-Drive.
pile of them.
Or
I
Probably
have
on
a
beta.
pile of them. I've always wanted to compile it into a YouTube video, which I intend to at
I
some point
want
in time
that so
because
bad.
I have a lot
Yes.
of VHS copies from a lot of different angles, but it's it'll be really interesting if I ever get a chance to do.
You have a VHS player, Ron?
No, I do not.
I'll get
and
you one. I have a few stuffed away in
Well,
I have
I
a
used to
converter.
I used to have VHS to digital converter, and but it's a lot of work. Anyhow, so here's what happened. So we also had MC Hammer, and we actually had an MC Hammer lookalike in the show, and the guy looked pretty much like MC Hammer, like he really did look like him, but he never showed up on time. He was always late. Finally, they ended up firing him. Okay, so they had to replace him with somebody, and the first guy they replaced him with it was another African American fellow, but he didn't come off that fellow like.
Oh, no.
So they didn't like he was like, you got to pray just to make it today, you know. That's kind of how he did it. Like, all my life, I wanted to make it to the top. Anyway,
I don't think he wanted to be on top.
Either way, I think was fine with it. Anyway,
He might have been. You never know, Jeremy.
Anyway, great guy, by the way. Unfortunately,
went downhill.
But
17 minutes the call took.
Yeah. Anyhow, so they gave the part to me, and they switched out me with somebody else for the Go For It rap, and I became MC Hammer for the whole rest of the year.
You became MC Whitey?
I believe it.
Yeah.
You're like
But I was
6'4".
you got to pray just to make it today. That's where we pray. Pray. All my life, I wanted to make it to the top. They told me no, that's it. I wouldn't stop. Working hard, making those moves every day. On my knees every night. I pray. See, I think that was the part where they had to put me in, because when the other guy said on my knees every night, people might have thought
we made Jeremy fall over.
So
man down.
Yeah.
Crack her down. Crack her down. Get the saltines.
So anyhow, okay, so here's the funniest part of this story. I haven't even said yet. Okay.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Really fun dance routine. I got to jump off stairs. I would jump off the 4th stair down to the floor. Big old silver suit. Like I had a silver jacket and big giant silver sequin hammer pants, and I look like a big old giant disco ball. So probably I've met him once, but I guess I'm a couple inches. Anyway, so I'm doing the routine one time, and they call me like backstage after the show, and they said, Ron, you've been getting complaints. I'm like, what are the complaints? The complaints were that I was jiggling around in my pants too much. And I'm like, that's a costume issue. So here's the deal. People thought very much the wrong thing. And this is what's so funny about it. It was a super quick costume change for me. So I threw off my other costume, and I had a shirt that was a snap button shirt. So I'd unsnap it real quick and fold the sleeves around my waist, and then pull the hammer pants.
He was padding the area.
So it was sleeves of my shirt.
He's doing the banana dance.
I'm like, did the audience not question that there were two?
They thought you were doing your Snuffleupagus impression.
Anyway.
Extra tentacles.
Oh yeah, that was fun times, man. What is this going to? Ron Shopping, one of the Force, like Rambo 2. We need you to come back because you're the best. Oh yeah. I need you to come back.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was
What have
good
we
times.
done?
It was so much, man, so much fun. So, getting on with the show, guys, we're gonna celebrate today. My birthday's coming up on Saturday. Just to let everybody know, in the stream, I have a goal tonight. I put the goal at 10. All right, 10 because it's 99 cents and up for the super chats, or even if it's members or whatever. But I would like to do a members only live stream at some point in time on my birthday. Private stream just for the members. So we can make that happen. We hit the gold night. We're going to make that happen. If we don't, it's no big deal. But either way, we will celebrate it because I know that you guys want more.
But you wanted more?
So you're going to be how old?
I will be 54.
So I'm a year old and a week older than you.
Yeah.
Well, actually 2 weeks. I'm on the 12th.
You're on the 12th.
Yep. November
12th. If you were born in the year 2013, that would have been cool. 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
But and you'd be younger as well. So
I'm talking November, 7th.
Have any of you ever answered that online social media question? press red and you go back to age whatever with all the knowledge that you have now, press blue, you get $10 million. Who would decide to go back? I mean,
No, I'm good.
No.
If it's to
I
place
would
a
want to be
bet,
10 years old with all the knowledge I have now because I would be considered possessed.
I mean, if you place the right bet, though, like you take all the winning lottery numbers for the duration of your life.
Yeah, but I don't know those things. That's not my knowledge. If I could go back with a newspaper clipping of the but I don't know. Like that could change. I would just
you know to buy Apple. You know to buy, certain
NVIDIA.
stocks.
NVIDIA. I've heard those guys. I've been watching a lot of Quantum Leap lately.
Oh, I like that old show, the original.
Depressing ending
I was
to
gonna say-
that series, though.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the old
well,
one or the new one?
So I started watching the old one and I've gone into watching the new one, which is really hard to watch because of one particular character. There's a particular character on there and you go, the attitude and the look of the character is such a distraction to the story of the show that you end up so focused on that you're like, okay, but like this character didn't have to be written that way. Now, I actually do understand on that particular show how that character can help with the leaps because sometimes the leaper leaps into a body that is a different gender than his own body. So this person could perhaps in some strange way how like the idea might be that the person can help him, but I mean I don't really see.
Yeah, but back
that's
then
very
when they
helpful.
did that, it was friggin' comical.
Well, in the show, the new show,
In the old one, in the original, it was hilarious.
oh well, yes, I mean it was played for laughs, and it was great, but in the newer show, honestly, when the new male has leapt into a female body, both times I've seen it, has leapt into a female body, they don't really address anything about it. Oh, I'm female, and then they just go on with it, and that's it, as if it made no difference whatsoever. So I'm like, so what's the point? Like what, the point should be the fact that we are quite different as men and women. But yeah,
It's like, oh, why do I have this problem right now?
Yeah.
Once a month. I jumped at this time. That'd be a difference.
Yeah, good boy. Which oh boy would I use? I'd have to find an oh boy. And that's another thing. The new one, there's a couple weird things about the new one. In the new one, the person that's leapt into doesn't leap out back into the future, which doesn't make any sense because the quantum mechanism should be the same.
Yeah.
So that makes no sense. There should be a waiting room for the person that leaps out. And I do like the fact that they focus on the team that's helping him leap. Like so you get a lot of the scenes from, which is actually the present in this show. Whereas with the original Quantum Leap, it was supposed to be like 1995, although they address the weirdness of the 1995 one time in the new Quantum Leap, where they say, because they address the character of Al Calavici, and they say, made some questionable fashion choices, and that was it. Because it was supposed to be from a futuristic 1995, and I guess that was about 10 years after the show originally aired in maybe 1985. Anyway, the biggest problem with the new one is there's some interesting writing and some interesting storytelling, and I want to see how it plays out. I'm assuming it only lasted the 2 seasons that are available.
No, there was a reboot on Netflix.
No, I know, but those are the 2 seasons.
Oh, I thought it went beyond that then. Maybe not.
That's the new.
Okay.
Because it was on Peacock. So, and it would actually come out with the new episodes on Peacock. I'm assuming it only went to 2 seasons. I could be wrong, but anyway, the new Leaper is not bad, but he definitely does not have the overall charisma that who played Sam Beckett. Joe and Shogi, you're in the chat.
I remember that actor's name.
This sounds
Scott
like it's
Bakula.
something
Scott
the same
Bakula.
way
Scott
as Doctor
Bakula.
Who.
Yeah, Scott Bakula. I should remember that. He's from St. Louis. So I should remember all my St. Louis actors. But yeah, Scott Bakula, and who also plays the father of Chuck in Chuck. So which is awesome. What a phenomenal actor. That guy can act his butt off. And you see it when he goes into the different leaps and the different characters, and he does a lot of things in those characters that he leaps into, whereas the new guy just kind of he's himself. Yeah. So Scott Bakula has his own NCIS show. Yeah, I think that makes sense. There's a lot of good actors that they recruit for NCIS. Yeah, I mean he's phenomenal in the role, but it's an interesting concept. I don't think it could work. I mean, like you can't go. Unfortunately, you can't go back and fix the past. That's the whole idea behind time travel. That would be a fun idea, but it would screw way too many things up. Like they never address the butterfly effect in Quantum Leap ever. No. They like, oh, you did this and this helped out this many people and this, and then they literally not once do they ever address the butterfly effect that those changes made across the world, which is, for those people that don't know the butterfly effect, it's butterfly flaps its wings in China and affects the air currents in America kind of thing. Dan's life at the kingdom is, yeah. So, Tom, I heard you were at Universal the same time I was today. We didn't run into each other. How did that happen?
Quantum Leap?
Very possibly, I suppose.
No, I think we were just getting into it as you were leaving.
That's quite possible.
No, we went to Islands.
I want to show you a couple
first.
No.
And there's Christmas decorations up already.
I didn't see them, but I did go to Islands first. This was, and I'll show you. Let's see if I can put it on the screen. I wanted to show people how busy. This is going to come up in the story that we do later about Walt Disney World, because we do have a story about Walt Disney World. We want to get to that. Let me put this on the screen. This was me at the Magic Kingdom 2 days ago.
It's adorable.
Yeah, but look how many people are on Main Street.
That's crazy.
What time of day was this?
This was, when was I leaving? I was leaving about noon. No. Oh, I can tell you exactly what time of day this was. This was probably 11:41 a.m. And the reason I know that is because I was about to leave, and it was 11:44. About 3 minutes after this, that I walked out of the exit. And then I was on the Pro Show exactly an hour later. So
this was when? Tuesday?
It was Tuesday.
Yes,
so,
that's ridiculous.
No, but what's funny is, let me show you, because there are shots I have. I'm going to go through Epcot. Look at Epcot. This is Epcot.
Crazy.
Okay, you can see that. This is from the monorail, and you can see how sparse the crowd is. It's food and wine right now.
Yeah.
I've been there when it is shoulder to shoulder, but it's been 5 years ago.
Yeah, wow. You can see the actual crowd. Now, there's nothing, you can't hide anything in a shot like this. There's no way to hide anything in the shot.
At the next earnings call, because this is between this and the ESPN gambling thing, Disney has problems right now.
Yeah.
This I honestly don't think that's
now damn. A couple weeks ago during the school breaks, it was a little bit busier, but right now it's just back down to. And by the way, oh god, this is really, really funny. I have to put all this. Sorry, this is so funny. Look at this. It's the center of Epcot. Oh golly. It was I was able to get a really nice picture of Lonely Walt. It's way back up there in the picture stream, but
It's like extra lonely now because there's nobody at the park.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, it was pretty funny. Let me go through these. I want to see if I can get to the Universal ones.
I just wonder when they're going to install the tumbleweed exhibit.
So they're going to do Westworld? So tumbleweeds, cowboy hats, just
no
fights in the street.
I will show you, just to be fair, I'm going to show you an empty part of Universal. Okay, very, very empty here. All right.
Oh yeah, that's that land. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, because it's closed. The whole land is closed right now, so of course there's nobody there. This is the Lost Continent.
I still want that from my front yard.
What? Oh, the big hand thing?
Yeah, to try it, and I think it'd be great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's nobody around there, so I took a bunch of. I actually did these shots just to get the scenery of it. And there's just like obviously around the Lost Continent, not like now. This is as soon as I got to where there's dragons, there's people hanging out in the shot. These are just some pretty flowers. And that's the old theater.
Then you go into Diagon or Hogsmeade.
Well, Hogsmeade over here, but yeah, I took the and then my next pictures are all of Volcano Bay because I went over to.
It's wonderful right now.
Yeah, I never been to Volcano Bay. It was my first time, so it's pretty cool. Anyhow, I didn't do anything at Volcano Bay. I just wanted to go in and see it, and so I took some pictures. Hey, Canadian Family Life is here. Hey there. They say hi to Jess, Hart's Theme Parks. And so the reason I brought that up, when I went into Universal, I obviously didn't take any pictures in Universal. I did get the 2 pins, the Mario pin and whatever the other Halloween pin, I guess.
Are those the AP ones, like on the card?
Yeah.
Nice.
In my room.
One's a flower, I think, or something.
Yeah. Well, I went on an attraction today that I'd never been on before.
Ha ha.
I will never go on it again if I can avoid going on it.
Do you remember when we were walking around, we took that picture in front of Lou Wasserman Ghost statue?
Yeah.
And I told you, don't do it. It'll ruin everything you think of everything.
Well, it didn't ruin everything. Look, here's the thing. I am not a fan of the franchise. I went on Fast and Furious, okay? So for those in the chat that are wondering, I am not a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. And what I mean by that is like I've literally never seen an entire Fast and Furious movie. I have started to watch them, but they're just not my thing, and I just can't get through them. For whatever reason, that kind of a movie, I'm like, this is boring. I've never been to the theater to watch them. I guess they excite a certain demographic of the audience. They must. But what I notice is, as a non-fan of the movie, is that if I were a fan of that franchise, this ride would have sucked even more. That's the worst part about it. It's like, I'm not a fan. And this ride sucks.
I went out to that ride.
What?
Originally, when it first opened.
Yeah.
My brother was, my buddy Kurt was in town. We both liked the first 3 Fast and Furiouses. We get there. We ride this. And we're like, we're done.
Oh, God. It was awful. I mean, it was the Fast and the Furious is the closest thing I think Universal has to a ride that would have been done by modern Disney Imagineering.
It's all screens. It's all screens, and you're on a damn bus.
But it's worse than all. I mean, it is all screens, but it's like when you get to the parts where they've CGI'd in the characters on the horrible CGI highway. That's all CGI. That looks like large video game screens projected in front of you. I'm like, it makes no sense. It also makes no sense to the Fast and Furious franchise. It's not what you'd want. There's and it's loud and obnoxiously loud at certain parts. Yeah.
The fact that they took one little piece of a much longer attraction from Hollywood and tried to turn it into his own attraction is wild to me.
The best thing about the whole ride is the Dodge Demon sitting outside. That's it.
Was the ride part of the backlot tour thing?
Yeah, so was Kong. Yep.
It wasn't called backlot tour. It was called, what was it called? It was called the type of film, the devastation type of film. It would begin with a D, and I can't remember. What was it called? Disaster. That's what it was called. Disaster. And it was because they didn't do the backlot tour at Universal Florida, but they had this ride called Disaster, and it was the idea is like you're doing kind of like a backlot tour through a disaster movie type of a thing. And it was very competitive with Disney's Hollywood Studios backlot tour. A lot of similar type of elements to it. But it was, I actually preferred the Disney backlot tour to Disaster, but Disaster was certainly better than this Fast and Furious crap that has gone in there. So and by the way, the ride is neither fast nor is it furious. It's like you're sitting and my legs were too long. I was in the front seat, and my knees were like crunched up against the padding. I think at least they had padding, and it wasn't metal that they were crunched up against. But it was very uncomfortable. And the whole idea of we're being shoved into a party bus and then chased by the FBI. It's just like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
You could be thinking you're ice.
Well, yeah.
There'd be ice on that bus for sure.
That would be fun. The worst part of it was me going the whole time, and they spent a lot of money on this. Like, I do the same thing at Galaxy's Edge. At Galaxy's Edge, I think, my gosh, they spent $1 billion on this trash. Like there are things about it where you can see that the money was spent, and it must have looked good on paper. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness they didn't spend $1 billion on a hotel that had a Star Wars theme.
That would be bad.
From the very beginning, I said, you could have saved this by making it the story that the Imagineers literally wrote into the backstory of the Halcyon, the cruise people should have been going on, and that was the honeymoon of Han Solo and Princess Leia. They wrote that in the backstory of the Halcyon. That is the ship that Han and Leia took their honeymoon on. And I'm like, I said the whole time, look, if you're gonna pay $6,000, that's a lot of money to pay. But if families are paying $6,000 for a family of 4, but like a month ahead of time, before they go, in the mail, they get a special like wedding invitation / gift from Disney, and they open it up and says, the royal family of Princess Leia and Han Solo welcome you to the honeymoon gala extravaganza, whatever, like some kind of write up. Like, people would have been just psyched to go and see Han Solo and Princess Leia. And I have a whole story written in my head of how Darth Vader would have been on the ship, even though Darth Vader was dead. That Darth Vader would have shown up to battle Luke Skywalker in the end, and there would have been this fateful duel, and then the helmet gets slashed off, and it's revealed, of course, that it's somebody from the Empire, which is now long gone, trying to like resurrect whatever the Empire. So he's faking being Darth Vader. It's not actually Darth Vader. But you think of the characters you could have been on the Halcyon with Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia. They could have even put it during the time period of the Mandalorian, so the Mandalorian and Grogu could have shown up, and R2 and C-3PO, and I mean, like, all of your beloved original Star Wars characters, and Kathleen Kennedy was so against all of that. She blocked it. She blocked all of it. She didn't.
But they had a really cool lightsaber.
Yeah, one time.
They yeah, whatever.
That they had to take off the stage after the actor bent down and handed it off so it wouldn't get damaged.
It was so ridiculous. There's even a way that they could have done that, like easily could have ignited the lightsaber and with a string that was lit so it would not be visible. Kylo could have zapped it out of her hand, and she would have to get it back. She'd have to go and retrieve it, and then that would be the other one. So whatever, but so stupid.
But come on, instead we got
it's just
that looks disgusting for food.
It was ridiculous, and the fact that anybody paid money for it to be behind a column for 4 hours or whatever. Jenny Nicholson got trapped behind the column. So funny. Oh,
I think Jeremy's falling asleep.
No, not. My cat accidentally just stuck her claw into my foot. It's bleeding.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh my God.
Well, speaking of speaking of Star Wars, we should do a Star Wars related story. I think it's time. Let's do it.
Lowered expectations.
Every time I see that now, I instantly think we're going to a Disney story.
We are. You are so right. Disney resurrects Hate Star Wars holiday special. It's funny because it's more of a made fun of than hated, but it's just funny with Life Day Chewbacca meet and greet at Jollywood Nights. This is funny. I wrote the story, and I just thought it was hilarious. So this Chewbacca in the red robe is coming to Jollywood Nights for a meet and greet. However, I have to say this, and this is important. He's not bringing along with him the wonderfully singing Princess Leia. And if you've ever seen the holiday special, the Star Wars, you'll know exactly what I mean. She sings. How long is that song? Like 4 or 5 minutes long. She's just going on and singing this long song.
You got to wonder if Carrie was really stoned when she did that.
I don't wonder at all. I'm 100% sure. I think that anybody that was on this set had to have been on some type of substance just to get through the shoot.
It was
what this thing was.
Disney
will roll out.
The reason maybe Harrison said, "I'm done."
I think so. Disney will roll out a meet and greet with Life Day Chewbacca, complete with his festive red robe at Jollywood Nights. Life Day, ever heard of it? Unless you're deep in the Star Wars fandom, probably not. Life Day is a holiday within the Star Wars universe that first appeared in the infamous and mostly forgotten 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special, a TV disaster so bad it aired only once on CBS before George Lucas reportedly tried to bury it forever. Then YouTube came along. The holiday did get a tiny nod in The Mandalorian, but otherwise it's been collecting dust. This is funny. So I wrote this. I recommend people go to thatparkplace.com and read the story about the exclusive Hollywood Jollywood Nights meet and greet. But and then there's a course of other. This is just funny though. I'm going to give you my final thoughts, and then I'm going to give it over to the panel. So let's call this what it is. Life Day Chewbacca is clever marketing but weak strategy for moving Jollywood Nights tickets. It's the kind of announcement designed to get quick social media buzz without taking any real creative risks. Instead of offering new shows, new parade elements, or fresh entertainment just to justify the steep ticket prices, Disney is relying on character photo ops and IP recycling, the theme park equivalent of microwaving leftovers. They're going to want this is what I put. If Disney wants Jollywood Nights to survive long term, it needs innovation, not obscurity gimmicks. Life Day Chewbacca will entertain hardcore Star Wars fans at Jollywood Nights, sure, but for the average guest paying $159 to $199 for a 5-hour event, they'll want more than just a Wookiee in a red robe. And if Disney isn't careful, this event is going to have something else in common with the 1978 holiday special. people will forget it ever existed. So anybody,
or if it's in Florida, Orange, the sheriff's department will have a lot of busts.
Yeah, I would imagine. What do you think? Good idea to bring this character for Jollywood Nights for the Christmas party at Hollywood Studios, or could they have done better?
I feel like it's really gimmicky. I do think that they're already regretting not bringing in the original Star Wars characters in Galaxy's Edge, but that would probably be, I don't know, better to just put them in there full time than have Chewbacca in his robe. So I don't know. I'm sure there will be people that want to get there and get the pictures, lots of influencers and stuff, but
they already have Chewbacca. How easy is it to make a really cheap red robe for him? I mean, that's got to be like the cheapest makeover possible. Like you could not get more cheap than that. Like if you could try hard, you would not get more cheap than
they can make more money on it if they have Chewbacca serving in Princess Leia's bikini at Olga's Cantina.
Now that would be funny. That would be pretty funny. Jeremy are going to go to Olga's Cantina to see Chewbacca and the Princess
If I
Leia.
wanted to see the equivalent of Chewbacca in a bikini, I'd go to my next family reunion. No, I'm not going to watch that. But I think you nailed it. You own an IP that you have peed billions away on. So instead of dressing Chewbacca up that might link to something that people would go to on your streaming service or pay money for, you go to some obscure thing that's buried. And this is actually such a bigger deal than it sounds like, because you could have Chewbacca as a bounty hunter, because there was that great run in the comic books. You could throw a C-3PO on his back. There's so many things you could do to sell merchandise and boost the movies, but you pick this because you ate lead paint as a child. You absolutely, it's someone flicked rocks at your soft spot while you're in the crib. This is incredible. This is unbelievable.
Aren't they releasing the original movie too? A New Hope?
New Hope's coming out for the 50th anniversary next May.
Yeah.
Is it next May? No. Wait. 70. No, it'll be in 2027.
2027. Okay.
Yeah. Not next week.
This points to nothing marketable. Nothing.
They could start hyping it up by bringing the original characters back. And
This is great. Cohen Chogi says nobody's thinking, I wasn't going to spend $200 for a failed event, but then I found out they have the worst version of Chewbacca. The really funny thing about that is you could probably just take a picture with Chewbacca now and then put it in AI and say, put a red robe on Chewbacca. And there you go. You got it.
Problem solved.
You don't even have to go. And then you can just tell all your friends I went to Jollywood Nights and fake it. It's Average Carmageddon, good to see you. Does he not even top Halloween costumes list this year? Oh no, yeah. K-pop Demon Hunter definitely dominated it. K-pop, everybody wants a piece of the K-pop Demon Hunters. It's I can't play it because I would get copyright strike. And this was really funny because I was filming. I have a vlog coming out for Spooktacular, SeaWorld Spooktacular event. I do a vlog every year. SeaWorld was the first thing that I ever covered on the channel. And so I try to make it out there every year for at least something. Filmed it. But this was really funny. We get to the end of the of where they're giving out the candy. And my son, we're like literally 500 feet away from where the DJ is playing. My son, I hear Golden. I hear K-pop Demon Hunters, Golden. And like, sure enough, I didn't realize it until he said it. Then I perked up and I'm like, sure enough, there. And we go over and there's a whole DJ and there's like a dance party that they're doing at SeaWorld. And they got like dancing scarecrows and stuff. And yeah, they're playing Golden K-pop Demon Hunter. Everybody, that gets a crowd around. Everybody loves that IP and that music. And I think it even beat Superman. It's just it's fun.
Disney used to have that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I got paid the most for to go to weddings and do through high school? Play whatever Disney song was big that year, like A Whole New World, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Disney had that where people would hear a little of the song and come running. I would make tips when I played A Whole New World.
Well, think about this. I mean, Disney also used to use guys like Elton John and freaking Phil Collins to do their music for the movies. I mean, I'm saying it's not the greatest movie ever, but the Phil Collins music is awesome.
And you knew it because the singles would hit the radio right before the movie came out. So there was advertising for the movie, and they're on the top 100.
I am gonna say that releasing it on the radio, though, those days are gone.
Oh yeah, it is. But they at least had some method to the madness.
Yeah.
And if Disney was writing the way they were writing then, they would be on these same charts as K-pop Demon Hunter, because they would, because someone with a brain would hire a K-pop specialist to come in and write that friggin' music. That's what having a brain is like.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Avarice. I like the song. You know, I mean, it's like you can jam to it. I like all the songs from the movie. It's crazy because I never heard of the movie, and then Pro mentioned it, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. And it's creative, and it's got good music, and it's it's what you would want Disney to be if Disney was what Disney used to be.
They were trying.
It's amazing. Golden is beating
Disney. Going to be Bar Disney Rescue soon.
Thank God for this. Golden is beating Taylor Swift's new album. Taylor Swift has gone off the deep end.
She'll just shake it off.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 years. How long ago was Shake It Off? Is that like 15 years ago now?
Don't make me feel older.
I don't know. I don't know.
liked her a lot better back then.
I don't listen to her music.
No.
It was unavoidable in the checkout lane.
I am not a Swiftie.
Earpods?
I don't wear
It's Slayer. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I am not a Swiftie, but I have used a what do they call it? Swifter sweeper, something like
Swiftlets,
that.
yeah, those are really well made. And you can throw them away when you're done with them, unlike a Swiftie.
But
apparently she's been through enough guys, they throw her away.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure her boyfriends do the same.
Oh no, she pays him alimony.
Didn't she start off though as a decent country singer? And
yeah, she was cute.
Oh man.
Yep.
I don't know what she is. I would say that she is like by definition the perfect definition of a sellout, and I don't know what happened to her. It worked. I'm not saying it against. Look, she got popular. More power to her for the billions of dollars that she makes. I think that's great. It's fantastic. But I just don't know. It appeals to somebody. It does not appeal to me at all.
Well,
come on. You want to dance to her? You want to dance to her music in those MC Hammer pants?
I don't.
With the stuff with your two extra
there was
sleeves.
just a documentary done on her net worth. They're hyping that up. That she's a franchise. It was advertised on Peacock. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest role model because she's a $1 billion company. And I was, what happened? What happened to music? You didn't want to hear that.
Did you see my skull that's laughing on the amplifier? That's what happened. That's what
Ozzy left just in time.
Oh man. We need to get to the top story, and this is important. And there's actually there are three stories that I want to visit on this. Okay, we'll start with this one. Man, this is going to be interesting, guys. This is going to be interesting, but we got to get to it.
I have news.
What type of news is it?
Well, to be perfectly frank, it's bad.
Maybe if you tell me the bad news in a good way, it won't sound so bad.
The bad news in a good way. Yes, I can do that. Well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
Disney World's Magic Kingdom stays number one in global attendance for the theme parks, but perhaps in a bizarre technicality. Now, the most interesting thing about this is it's going to talk about the numbers from TEA, which I think is like Themed Entertainment Association numbers that they've done. But they're talking about the 2024 attendance numbers. They're talking about the numbers in not just attendance during the day at Magic Kingdom, but also they add all the nighttime parties in. So the Magic Kingdom double dips on those days for attendance. But more importantly is that people were using this to compare it to say that, oh, I guess Epcot, or it's not Epcot, I guess Epic Universe. I saw this all over X. Oh, Epic Universe. I guess it didn't have an effect on the Magic Kingdom. Everyone says, yeah, but the problem was these were 2024's numbers, and Epic Universe wasn't open in 2024. So I got like, it was weird. Anyway, this is by WDW Pro out of thatparkplace.com. In a world of theme parks, travel, and tourism, being number one is a very big deal. So it should be no shock that the Walt Disney World executives know how to pull out all the stops to stay in first place. A new report is here for the estimated numbers for theme park guests across the globe. And while some theme parks seem to not even be considered in the tally, where's Dollywood? Hello. Disney World is front and center along with Disneyland. It's a great marketing push for Disney to be crowned as king and queen, even by an organization that reportedly doesn't get the actual numbers from the theme parks they're measuring, which is interesting. Anyway, out of X, Drew Smith, Drew the Disney Dude, good friend, like him. Disney remains the top theme park operated globally, according to TEAS. That is, again, the Themed Entertainment Association's 2024 Global Experience Index. Disney operates 8 of the top 10 most visited theme parks worldwide, top 5 most visited theme parks in North America, and Magic Kingdom remains the number one most visited theme park. So that was the tweet, and it got a whole bunch of replies about Epic Universe, which I thought was really weird because it's like, wrong year, guys. Epic Universe wasn't open yet. So the Themed Entertainment Association, that's the T, is declaring that Walt Disney World managed to barely beat out Disneyland for the top spot, with growth attendance under 1% for 2024 versus 2023. But how did that happen if we've reported Disney likely had attendance issues starting in 2024? And why does that not line up with even some of the concerns Disney themselves were issuing for shareholders in their quarterly reports last year? Wasn't the phrase for the day Mickey, quote unquote, moderated demand? That's what they were talking about. So Pro's great at this, right? This is like his specialty. So we've done some digging, as you might imagine. How is it that Disney World managed to grow attendance in a year that seemed so slow? Well, we have to guess due to T not actually having the Disney data themselves. It appears that it was done through counting attendance for special ticketed events outside of normal operating hours, or, as is sadly the case many times, by holding special ticketed events during operating hours and then reducing the operating hours for normal daytime guests. So let's see how 2024 compared to 2023 in terms of those opportunities for tickets. So let's look. We're going to look at the breakdown 2023 and 2024. Mickey's Not So Scary, 38 nights in 2023, also 2024. Very Merry Christmas Party, 25 nights as well. Disney After Hours events, the Magic Kingdom, had 12 nights in 2023 and 18 nights in 2024 for a total of 81 extra nights. That's just at the Magic Kingdom by itself. And if you add 81 to the other 365 days, or I think it was 366 days in 2024 because it was a leap year, it was like 400 something. So yeah, So Magic Kingdom staged 81 after-hours party nights in 2024, an increase of 6 nights, which is 8%. The big swing came from Disney After Hours, which expanded from a short January through March 2023 run, 12 nights, to a longer January through July 2024 slate. Nothing at all wrong with having more after-hours events to drive more attendance and more money. It might not be normal way that analysts are thinking, though. Disney is achieving higher attendance. How are they getting a 0.7% increase in attendance technically at Magic Kingdom to keep the lead? We're definitely not sure, but it seems to be the method. So, yeah, you're looking at that's the breakdown of those numbers in this particular article. And before we get to the other ones that I want to go through, what do you think about the fairness of counting attendance for more than 300? Technically, what they're doing is they're double dipping 81 days a year. That's just at the Magic Kingdom alone, because you also have after-hours events at the other 3 parks, or at least the other 2. I don't know if Animal Kingdom's been doing them, but they used to have them at Animal Kingdom as well. And it's kind of double dipping, because here's what happens. People pay a regular price to go there during the day. So, for example, on these party days at the Magic Kingdom, people are still paying well over like $159 for the daytime ticket. The nighttime tickets are over $200. So now they're getting basically double attendance and, double opportunity for attendance in the same day. How comparing that with other theme parks, what does that do?
There's very few other parks that have all these extra paid events. I mean, aside from, I guess, Halloween Horror Nights, but I know like Dollywood, the Six Flags parks, like that's all included with your ticket. So they're not going to be able to double count that. But it's strange to me when you even look at the TEA website, like there is no actual data. They can't get the numbers, like the true numbers from these companies. It's based on estimation and educated guesswork. It's just a very strange process to me that they can then crown Disney number one when they don't actually know.
Well, that's the weird part about it. Now, it is very likely that Universal's numbers dropped, especially in 2024, as people waited out the opportunity to visit when Epic Universe opened. Now, Universal's been doing quite well this year, specifically because when Epic Universe tickets first went on sale, you had to buy 3. You had to buy like when they first went on sale, they only sold the Epic tickets with a ticket to like a double ticket to Universal and Islands of Adventure. And that motivated a lot of people who were going to do the vacation, wanted to come to Epic to buy all 3 days and go to all the parks. The other good thing about that, I think, though, is that you're getting people to experience the other parks as well as Epic Universe. So it's, when people are doing that vacation, it's going to get more and more people over to Universal to get the compare and contrast with Disney. But I want to put this on because it starts to get really, really interesting. There's 2 more stories.
But wait, there's more?
Oh, wait, there is more. Yeah, so Magic Kingdom attendance allegedly dropped on average from 2023 to 2024, but now that's contradicting the headlines. So it's still number 1 while the attendance is dropping. How does that work? Pro spells it out. So the Themed Entertainment Attractions Report released for 2024, Magic Kingdom once again most visited park in the world according to the analysis. However, wasn't by much, and now with some deep investigation into the numbers, there's something true Disney aficionados, perhaps investors, just have to see. As it turns out, when we apply the likely calculations T is using to determine the attendance, Magic Kingdom actually dropped in per session ticket sales. Now, this is very, very interesting. So here's like this whole breakdown that's given right here, right? By DSNY Newscast. So Pro says, let's define what in the world we're talking about here and why it's a big deal. A session is anytime a theme park opens its doors and turnstiles for a unique ticketed entry window. Now, usually that's a single day of operations. However, in the case of Magic Kingdom, there are now often 2 sessions per day because Disney has gone to a method in which they will sell day tickets and then have a rivaling even session in which tickets are sold again for an quote unquote event that is often 6 hours or more. It's essentially 2 days in one's 2 sessions within a single 24-hour period. One of the reasons why I think this is important is, and I know Tom knows this for sure, remember the days that the Magic Kingdom would just stay open late?
Yep.
Like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember the 24-hour Disney days?
Oh yeah, those were insane.
Yeah. I don't know how many of them there were. I know they existed, and I know people stayed all night long. They would do that in the past rather than having these specially ticketed events. Somebody somewhere along the line said, well, if we're going to keep the park open, why don't we charge double? Why don't we charge people to come in? Why don't we close it for the guests and say that you got to pay again to come back if you want to enjoy it after midnight? And other than, I'm talking about outside of the Very Merry Christmas Party and outside of Halloween Horror Nights, there are just some nights that the park closes early for regular guests, like 6 or 7 p.m. And then there's a whole nother day booked for the after hours events, which supposedly have limited ticketing. But if you've ever been to the Magic Kingdom on an event day, you will know that they sell far fewer tickets during the daytime for those days than they do for the event at night, which means
you don't want to spend the money on a partial day.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you're also getting a better deal technically if you go at that time, because shorter way, you definitely don't need a lightning lane. I mean, I zipped on those pictures I was showing from earlier where I was at Epcot and the Magic Kingdom. I went to Epcot, walked in, got on Spaceship Earth, turned around, got out, took the monorail over to the Magic Kingdom, got on the People Mover, took pictures from there, and then walked out. I mean, all of that outside of the actual travel time. I wasn't in the parks for very long, but I was able to get 2 rides in easily under an hour at parks that are miles away from each other, because there's no crowds. So that's why this report is just bizarre. So after some significant research, it appears that to us that T counts those after party events like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Disney After Hours as additional attendance, which is then tallied together for the final numbers. We don't have a problem with that, but when we discovered something of major importance by understanding the system. Here's the T quote from 2022 that signals to us that they're using VIP events in their numbers. Let's find the quote down here. Quote, the prior year's trend of increased per capita spending has continued and in some cases been, and this is the important word, amplified. Which means that you're getting more people in and out. And if you do that with double tickets, double attendance, that's how it's happening. I just think that it's an interesting way to figure that you're number one in attendance. When you're comparing certain things. MJ, what is up? Hello. Saw you in the chat. Just wanted to say hi. Just wanted to say hi. MJ says hi to Tom.
I said hi sub to her because, Yeah.
There you go. And I think there's one more story that is interesting about this. This is why I have to shave this. I'm going to shave it on my birthday because it's just I get so itchy. Yeah. So, what park do you think actually beat the Magic Kingdom, even though the headlines are different? If you had to guess.
I would say Dollywood's probably up on that list. I don't know if it beat Magic
Dollywood's
Kingdom,
they
but
don't
it's
even figure,
shocking it's not on the list.
Yeah, it's not. Dollywood's not on the list, so we have to count it from the list that they have. It was Disneyland, and they're not going to be able to hide this much longer. Disneyland beat Disney World's Magic Kingdom in 2024 average attendance despite the headlines, and this one gets really interesting. Now, some of these articles get into the weeds, but it's really interesting, and I love Pro's breakdown. Magic Kingdom was recently declared the winner by the Themed Entertainment Association, but what if we told you Walt Disney World Gateway theme park only won that race because Disney likely wanted to make sure it did so? Now, the reason this is so important is because Disneyland typically mostly caters to locals. And what I mean by locals is regional. You know, a lot of Californians have annual passes, and it's a regional park. It really attracts from drivers in the region, whereas Walt Disney World is a global park. It's a global destination. As a matter of fact, when I've been lately, I've run into people from Ecuador, from Scotland, huge family from Scotland the other day. Most of the people I've run into are not from the United States.
Were they wearing kilts?
The Scottish people were not wearing kilts. No.
Damn it.
I know. But yeah, we got into some fun conversation on the monorail. So this is interesting. What if we told you that Disneyland theme park was more crowded with more ticket sales on a daily basis than Magic Kingdom? You know, I don't even think that. How many people in the chat watch live streamers, watch Barry Place 28, or watch our good friends at Disney Secret Kingdom, or any of the streamers that stream from Disneyland? When you watch the streamers at Disneyland, it's very obviously more busy than the Magic Kingdom is, and it's all the time. And that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Disneyland is a better park right now than the Magic Kingdom is. The only thing that Magic Kingdom has that there's two things that Magic Kingdom has that are superior to Disneyland is that we've got the bigger castle and that we've got the People Mover, which is awesome. But then
now they have the rivers and we lost that.
Exactly. We don't have rivers anymore, so it doesn't really matter. And we both have that joke of a ride called Tiano's Bayou Adventure. So we're both losing out there. So it turns out Disneyland was only beaten by Magic Kingdom because Disney chose to make it more available more often. And this is true. This is really, really interesting. So let's look at the availability of Magic Kingdom compared to Disneyland. Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World was opening a staggering 400 plus times during 2024. Now, how is it possible given that there aren't 400 plus days in a year? Well, that's because we're talking about those extra sessions. What's going on in the studio? Did Jeremy bounce out for a moment?
I did. Everything's shutting down on me right now.
Oh no.
Okay. Wait. Personally or equipment wise?
Kind of both. I'm not doing real great, guys. I kind of need to go get some meds and
all right,
shut it down for the night.
Hey, shout out your stuff before we let you go, okay?
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Strings and Pucks. I have new songs come out on Sunday and Tuesday. My gear reviews are Friday, and I've just locked down a live stream spot for 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I just do some live acoustic stuff on Mondays for your lunch break, a little bit of yacht rock to go with your Caesar salad. So
yeah, so everybody go subscribe to Strings and Pucks. Go and Shogi, please put Strings and Pucks link in the channel. Look, he's on it already. There you go. Check out our friend Jeremy Strings and Pucks. And thank you so much for being here. We will bid you adieu, and we will see you next time, brother. Hang in there.
God bless you guys.
All right, later.
Night, Jer.
All right. And Avarice Carmageddon wishes you well. And did I see that Native Hawaiian somewhere? Yeah, Native Hawaiian's in the chat. What's up, Native? Good to see you, brother. I thought of you today when I was out at Volcano Bay because they were playing a particular song, and they were playing it. It's a country song, but they were playing it by a Hawaiian artist, which I thought was very, very interesting. So let's dive down, digging deeper into this story. So you have all these extra events, which we've already discussed at the Magic Kingdom. 81 extra nights at the Magic Kingdom. So what happens when you compare that to Disneyland? Let's see if we can find. Man, I'm trying to. Disneyland Park 2024. Back to Disneyland. Now, here's the 2024 count for Disneyland separately ticketed after-hours events, right? The original park, not Disney's California Adventure. So this is important. Disney After Dark, A Sweetheart's Night, 8 nights. After Dark, Disney Channel Night, only 2 nights. That's 10. Star Wars Night, you got 8 nights down. Now you're up to 18. And Pride Night, which was 2. And so that's 20. 20 extra ticketed events at Disneyland compared to the 81 at Walt Disney World. So they are really, really pushing those extra ticketed events at the Magic Kingdom to get those numbers above Disneyland. And even so, kind of hard to do. During the regular admission period, there's no way the Magic Kingdom beats Disneyland. So all this means Disneyland had only 386 ticketed sessions for guests to attend, as opposed to Magic Kingdom's whopping 447. Wow. According to the T report, Disneyland had 17,337,000 guests attend the park, not counting DCA. With only 386 ticketed sessions for Disneyland's theme park, the average number of guests attending is quite staggering. Despite being a smaller park than Magic Kingdom, Disneyland theme park averaged 44,915 guests every time it offered the chance for people to buy a ticket. This exceeds Magic Kingdom's average attendance of 39,821 by an incredible 11.4%.
That's huge.
Do you see what they did? I mean, that is complete manipulation of the numbers, because when you do this breakdown, and Pro did this, the breakdown is basically your average day. Disneyland is getting 5,000 plus more guests per day in a smaller area than Magic Kingdom. It's in a bigger area. Granted, 8% of Magic Kingdom is eaten up by the fact that it's under construction right now over on, with the rivers being gone, but still. So the question
many
becomes,
more rides at Disneyland.
So the question then becomes, does it matter? And the answer is a resounding yes. See, Magic Kingdom is supposed to be the big kahuna of all the theme parks everywhere. It is the gateway theme park to Walt Disney World, the most valuable asset in all of the Walt Disney Company. Yet, in an apples-to-apples comparison, Magic Kingdom is getting trounced in attendance by Disneyland. Again, a more local-oriented park than the worldwide attracting Magic Kingdom. So that's even more important as to why this is so important. If Disneyland is beating Magic Kingdom and Disney World with a smaller audience that they're drawing from, smaller audience, bigger crowd, big audience drawing a smaller crowd, that's not good. That's not good for the company. Magic Kingdom is getting trounced in attendance. The only reason it looks otherwise is because Disney is keeping Magic Kingdom open far more often than Disneyland. Why they are doing that? Well, that's up for speculation, of course. But if you're wondering how in the world the report said Disneyland was far more crowded last year, Magic Kingdom still came out on top, well, wonder no more. It's not untrue, but involves some smoke and mirrors. If Disneyland held as many additional ticketed sessions as Magic Kingdom, it's very likely it would strongly outperform Florida's most important theme park, and that might just be a shocking revelation to investors. And I think, to a lot of people, not even just investors, but
man, if you would have told me 10 years ago that this would be happening, I wouldn't have believed you.
10 years ago, the parks were very different. I mean, I think back to 2015. 2015 was the year that the Disney Difference commercial came out. With and the flagship song of the commercial was Zippity Doodah, which was one of the absolute most beloved songs in all of the Disney song library. I did a lot of show choirs, did a lot of choir in college and high school. Every Disney medley contained Zippity Doodah. Every freaking one of them. I mean, you couldn't do a medley of Disney songs without doing Zippity Doodah because everybody knew that as the Disney song. Hey, Toy Boys comes in with a super sticker. Thank you. We appreciate that here. And you know what we do when we get something like this? We celebrate it. We haven't had a celebration yet at the show, so I think it's time for a little celebration. Well, thank you, MJ. I got the note on that. I appreciate that. We always like to. What was the sticker of? A little upside down happy face. It looks like. So, thank you for that. We appreciate that. Especially with my birthday coming up, I need to buy cake. I probably won't eat cake on my birthday though.
Did you see that thing I had today? I sent you the picture of that, right?
Yeah. I saw it.
That thing was decadent.
I would imagine.
All right, Jess is like, what the hell did you have? I'll send it to you.
Okay. Yeah. Do I have it? I have it in my text. I still know how to get that on the screen real quick. I saw the advertisement too because it's like Chocolate Day or Chocolate Month or something like that.
Yeah, and no, that was not for that. That was for Halloween Horror Nights.
Wow. It's reminds me of my birthday cake shake. Thank you, MJ. We appreciate that. Linda said she's still full. I'm assuming she ate half of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, though,
just check your messenger.
Such a hard.
It was called A Vampire's Kiss.
Oh my goodness. I love Tooth Song.
You know, they shine like diamonds.
Really good food.
They shine like diamonds during the day.
You know, wrong. No, that's the wrong type of vampire.
Yeah,
that's a vampire. A vampire. So, Ron, have you been to the Gideon's that's not in Disney Springs?
I have never been to that Gideon's. I've only been to the Disney Springs Gideon's inside one time. I got the creeps going.
Me and Linda went there, picked up some stuff for Halloween. And
where is the other Gideon's?
It's off 50.
Okay.
And it's in a little store. You wouldn't know it. It's like a little strip mall inside, you know, like when they have all those little little stores, like place to eat. So it was not bad. It was about 45-minute drive.
Okay.
What are you showing us here, Ron?
This is Tomorrowland. I'm on the People Mover. I'm at Magic Kingdom, and you can see the sparsity of the people there. And some people go, oh, but that looks so crowded. I'm like, this is the Magic Kingdom. It's that few people walking around means that everything there is a 5 to 10 minute wait only. Astro Orbiter, which you have to ride the elevator and get up in that thing, and it's like it was a 10-minute wait for Astro Orbiter. People Mover was a walk-on. As a matter of fact, then this I found really interesting with People Mover. I think I took a picture of it, and let me see if I can find that, where they actually were The crowd for People Mover was so low, they were stopping people from getting on it. So the guy working the crowd, he would stop people until the entire escalator area cleared. And yeah, I did take a picture of it. I absolutely did. I got to show you this. This is hilarious. So there it is. Yeah. So there's a cast member outside the picture on the left who was stopping us from going up until about a group of 15 or 20 had gotten to the top, so that the whole escalator thing going up would be cleared. As you can see, there's no people on it. There's also nobody in line. I mean, like I'm waiting right there because I was one that got stopped, and I'm going, okay, well, this is interesting. There's so few people that to make it look busier, they're stopping people so that a line actually builds up.
There was a time in the 90s where it was so slow you could actually just go around twice. They would let you stay on. I feel like that should be a thing again if this is what's happening with that.
I mean,
the crowd.
I don't know. The lady might have let me stay on. I didn't ask to stay on, but there was like, I want to say there was a series of about 10 to 15 empty cars in front of me.
Wow.
So I might have been able to just stay on, because what they did was they were tracking. They would take, there would be a group of 15, 20 cars that they would let go and, fill with people, and another 10 or 20 cars without. And that was to continue to make it look like there was a line for this attraction when it was in fact a walk-on. So it was, this is what the kind of shenanigans they're pulling at the Magic Kingdom these days. And I just find it just bizarre. Yeah. Dance Life of the Kingdom. People Movers now. No People Mover. It's just a mover. Hey, have a good night, Going Shogi. Thank you so much for all your help. We appreciate it. Yeah. And yeah, I just it's I don't know. I it's hard for me as if I'm still a fan of Disney, by the way. People think, well, you're complaining about Disney all the time, you must not be a fan, or no, it's not that. I want them to improve. I would love to see the Disney that I saw in 2015 come back. Where
I take 2018 at this point.
Oh my gosh. I don't, honestly, since the shutdowns, it's really weird to me. And the fact, for example, so you take the monorail right now and you go from the Magic Kingdom into Epcot. The monorail only goes through one park at Walt Disney World, and that is Epcot. It doesn't go into the Magic Kingdom. And in order to get in, and it goes into Epcot, around Spaceship Earth, and then back. So you can see the park from the monorail in Epcot, but you don't actually get off in the park. So you take the monorail into Epcot, and the spiel from the PA system in the monorail as you go into Epcot still talks about a city built on the world of play. In other words, it's talking about the play pavilion that's supposed to be coming, that never did, and seems to be canceled, while Wonders of Life just sits there as an empty shell. And it's super strange. The reason it's so strange to me is that there are construction walls up in all the parks, and in Epcot, they're not finished. I mean, they're doing all these other things, and they didn't even finish what they promised to give us from Epcot.
They didn't finish Walcott. They never did.
No, and
I really think they should name change it to World. Or hey, watch Thomas the Tank work this construction thing. We have peepholes installed in all the walls, so you can do this.
It's so weird. It's families still, people that don't go to the parks every day, they don't see it. If you are here, you're local, you have a pass, and you see it. It's just hard to miss, especially if you go to both Disney and Universal. It's hard to miss how Universal is making improvements while Disney is making downgrades. Now, that being said, I also see major improvements that could happen, especially at Islands of Adventure. Islands of Adventure has 2 shuttered huge stadium, like not stadiums, but like shows. There are two huge venues at Islands that aren't being used for entertainment right now. One is over by Toon. What was it called? Toon Lagoon.
Toon Lagoon. They had the water ride down for the refurbishment too. Also.
Yeah. So, which one? Dudley Do Rights?
Yeah.
Or Popeye?
As soon as you go over the bridge from the one town to one land to the next.
Okay.
Dudley's. I think.
Dudley's.
Right?
Yeah. So Dudley Do Rights, but I mean, it's probably not going to be that long of a refurbishment. Will happen. Oh, look, my beautiful wife is in the chat. I just saw you pop in, baby. There you are. Hi, baby. Love you. So yeah, Universal has room for improvement. They definitely need to add entertainment, and I'm sure that whatever they're going to do with Lost Continent will,
I think that's going to kick Disney right in the nutsack.
I don't know what they're doing. I want to say it might rhyme with Esmeralda.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. No.
You think are they going to do another Burke area? I mean, they've got dragons back there.
No, I honestly think my guess is going to be something totally that's not at Epic, that's not already covered with the Wicked experience. I think they're going to do something with water because there's water there, and I can see them doing it. I just don't want to say out loud what I'm keep thinking. We
don't know yet.
Two choices: either One Piece or another one of those things called Pokemon.
I saw a few One Pieces today when I was at Volcano Bay, and they weren't very pretty.
Well, no, dude, that's the wrong series. I can see them doing that because of the way that whole. If you remember how that whole theater was set up for a water show and everything else, it just kind of lends itself to it.
It would be interesting. I would love to see a big.
And I want to know what the re-theme of Mythos is going to be.
I don't know. I don't see how they can change it that much.
The outside of it, yes. I don't see the inside happening.
Well, how do they even change the outside? I don't know, man.
They're gonna have to add some stuff to it, like different things. And I can see that fitting in with the One Piece theory because it's still kind of on Earth and water, and they have mythology and stuff like that.
It's certainly been water Pokemon or One Piece. Breath of Wild. Hey, William's back. I just don't know. Tapu system, which is what made them stand out for the other water parks. Yeah. Oh, Kit Kat, you're good. Kit Kat, good to see you in here. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be.
That's my guess. I could be totally wrong, but that's just a guess.
I want to cover her.
Singing in the Rain?
Yeah, Singing in the Rain. Well, this is not huge. I just find it to be interesting. So we will cover this as our last story, and then we'll send everyone over to Pro.
Cool.
That's not the story. That's the
People Mover.
Hold on a second. That's the People Mover. Oh, let me see here. Let's get this one on the screen. Harambe Market. Disney's Animal Kingdom is closed now. Can't go there. For refurbishment, as a unique African menu is going to be replaced by burgers and nuggies.
That's what we need more of.
Really?
Yeah, there's a reason for it. I covered it in the article. This is by me. Ronnie Bradley wrote it. The Harambe Market is, for those that don't know, it's in the Africa section of Animal Kingdom, and it had some more exotic type of cuisine.
It's actually good.
That was really good. Yeah. One of the best aspects of Disney's Animal Kingdom at the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida is food. The park offers standout dining options such as Yak and Yeti, Flame Tree Barbecue, Tiffin's, and Satu'li Canteen. And in particular, the Africa section has long showcase a uniquely themed quick service location, Harambe Market, which has now closed for a menu overhaul. Known for its flavorful, culturally inspired menu, Harambe Market was home to dishes like the chicken and shrimp rice bowl, made with chemula marinated chicken and peri peri marinated shrimp over jollof rice with kachumbari tomato salad and tzatziki sauce. So yeah, a lot of exotic types of foods. The menu stood out for its authenticity and bold flavors, rare in theme park quick service dining. Unfortunately, those offerings are now gone. Harambe Market officially closed for refurbishment on the 20th of October and is expected to reopen early 2026, but with a very different menu. The location is being updated to serve burgers and chicken nuggets, signaling a major shift away from the African-inspired cuisine. So this is what it was before, was inspired by, African cuisine. While Harambe Market is closed, some of its outdoor seating remains available for guests, but mostly it sits empty in the meantime. So yeah, you can sit anywhere, big, large seating area. Before its closure, the menu featured a variety of culturally inspired dishes. According to touringplans.com, items at the Harambe Market before it closed included beef and lamb kofta pita, house-made beef and lamb kofta with tzatziki sauce, chermoula, and house-made chips, a shrimp Caesar salad with romaine lettuce toss and house-made Caesar dressing with peri-peri marinated shrimp, tomato, and grated Parmesan, and a plant-based kofta pita, impossible beef, that's the plant-based meat, with plant-based aioli, chermoula, and house-made chips. In years prior, Harambe Market even offered more adventurous dishes, such as African-inspired ribs, making a go-to spot for those seeking unique quick service dining in the park. And by the way, it wasn't super expensive for Disney food. The dishes were typically like $13 to $15. Here's why it's closing, though. The refurbishment is tied to the upcoming closure of Restaurantosaurus in Dinoland, USA. One of the last remaining locations in that land, Restaurantosaurus, is scheduled to close permanently on February 2nd, 2026. Now, since it currently serves traditional American theme park fare, which is the burgers, fries, and chicken strips, Disney needs a new home for those offerings, and that's going to be Harambe Market. I don't know for how long. Does anyone think it's weird that they chose Africa to put the American food in while they have to shift it from Restaurantosaurus?
Yeah, you'd think there would have been a better choice without taking out the more unique options. Do you think it's coming back?
Well, I mean, there's a possible, they have to shift the kitchen, you've got to put fryers in for burgers and fries, obviously. If they didn't have fried foods before, you have to have deep fryers, you have to have grills that they can flip the burgers on, things like that. So they're probably switching the kitchen around, and I don't know how long it's going to last.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Where's the bar? Because that's coming.
I would imagine there's probably a bar around the corner. Now, I can't see them not doing a bar in Tropical Americas. I mean, think about it. You're gonna have to have cervezas. And I don't know what kind of traditional drinks are going to go along with the arepas, but when the Tropical Americas opens up and whatever replaces Restaurantosaurus is themed to, Middle American, Central American, South American cuisine, whether it's Colombian or Venezuelan or whatever, obviously that's not going to be the home of American food. Does anybody know the history of Restaurantosaurus and Dinoland and who it was sponsored by initially?
Oh, wasn't it all McDonald's?
Yes.
I remember the fry cart.
Well, not only that, the most interesting thing to me about that is, and I don't know if they will change this when they probably will, But when they update the ride from dinosaur to whatever they're going to theme it to, it's Indiana Jones themed. We don't know how, but it's supposedly going to be somehow different than the one at Disneyland, even though it's a very similar ride system from what I understand. I've never been on the Indy ride at Disneyland. Have you, Tom?
No. You know why?
Why?
Never been to Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been to Disneyland, but every time I went, the Indy ride was down. So was the Matterhorn, as it turns. So I've never been on either one of those rides because they've both been down every time.
I've been on it through live stream through Berry Place.
Oh, there you go. Is it? Do you know if it's similar to Dinosaur as far as like the Jeep aspect of it?
It's the same ride vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a Jeep type ride vehicle that's like moving you back and forth. I don't love the ride. Never have, just because it's not I don't like that type of a ride vehicle. It just moves me around, bumps me around. As a matter of fact, there was some similarities, even though it kind of stood still and didn't go anywhere, to the Fast and Furious bus thing. Because the bus thing kind of stays in the same place.
Oh my God!
With graphics going around, but you're still moving like this, and it's like this is. Anyhow, so you back to the McDonald's sponsorship. One of the most interesting Easter eggs found in all of Disney World was the Easter egg to McDonald's found in the dinosaur ride, not the ride itself. But in the queue, there are pipes, and the pipes are red, white, and yellow, and they represent ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. And they each have the chemical configuration of ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard written on the pipes themselves. So if you look on the pipes, there's writing. That writing represents the chemical compound that makes up ketchup on the red one, mayonnaise on the white one, mustard on the yellow one. That is still there to this day at Dinosaurs.
Really?
Yeah. So the ride at the area were sponsored by McDonald's. They serve McDonald's fries in the carts, and so Restaurantosaurus has always been a home for burgers and fries because they served McDonald's fries there. And then of course the changeover to, I think 2008 is when they lost the contract with McDonald's. But that's, think about it, that was a 10-year contract. It stayed for 10 years, and pretty wild to think. It's wild for me to think of McDonald's being located in a Disney park, just because those two things don't seem to go together. But McDonald's was really trying to get their hand in a lot of theme parks. I remember when I worked at Six Flags in the 90s, McDonald's was in Six Flags, and it was really weird because at the McDonald's in Six Flags was one of the only McDonald's locations you could get McDonald's pizza at. Yes, McPizza was served. They were like this big personal pizzas, and they came in McDonald's containers and everything. And it was like, it was wild. It was the Wild West days of McDonald's, but it was very interesting. So I'm curious if they're going to do that, but there's no way that location, when it reopens as Tropical Americas, is going to be serving up traditional hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, chicken, that. So I don't know where they're going to go in the park. Like for now, they're going to Harambe Market, and it is a question: are they going to stay?
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I mean,
but what does now?
No, and this is, yes, McDonald's did have pizza, Avarice Carmageddon. It was pretty weird. They had a lot of offerings. They also had hot dogs.
Just no. Oh God, no.
It's so funny you say that. So we used to have a park called Geauga Lake. It was Six Flags of Ohio for a few years, like 20 minutes from where I live. And the McDonald's across the street from there had all the same stuff. It was all the experimental food that you couldn't get at the other McDonald's. Yeah,
because a lot of people don't know that McDonald's has experimented with all kinds of things through the years. Some things have been rolled out wider than others. One of my favorite things was the McDLT. If you remember that, it was
hot side and cold side.
Yes, and the only reason they stopped doing it is because the container was styrofoam.
Yeah, so basically, just what it was is they served your hot side burger on one side, and they had your lettuce, tomato, and everything on the other side, so it
Mhm.
didn't get soggy when you put it together yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like the cold and the hot, and then you put it. Yeah, it was very. I thought it was creative. I loved it.
Yeah.
The first time I figured out what was in a McRib, I never went back.
Well, I mean, it's not human flesh, is it?
It's just, yeah, no.
So okay, the question
Old
on the
McRibs
McRib
were better than current McRibs.
is it the McRib or is it the McRib? That's
Welcome to McRib.
because
You know-
if I'm eating McRib, that worries me a lot more.
Oh, come on, man. You're a termite. You like wood.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting situation. I don't know what's going to happen with the Harambe market, and they moved some of those offerings, I think, to a different location. But the truth is, Animal Kingdom also a really, really dead park. Like it only has 5 operating rides right now. I think Kali River Rapids is down. They're only keeping Dinosaur open so that they have some rides open. It does have the best shows. I mean, it's worth going there for the Lion King and for Finding Nemo, the musical, but it's also got, I mean, Expedition Everest is a awesome roller coaster. So, I mean, nothing against that. But there are definitely more offerings needed at Animal Kingdom to make it a more full type park. But it's the theming is so important. It is by far and above the best theme park at Walt Disney World, and that's all Joe Rohde. Joe Rohde, the Imagineer, that did it. I mean, the theming elements in there when you go like into the animal sections and you're back in India or
Gorgeous.
Asia, it's so amazing. It was crazy. William says, wait a second, there's McDonald's discussions going on here. Hawaii McD's have spam and eggs, rice platter, taro pie, Hopi pie, and other unique foods to Hawaii location. I have heard that in the Philippines they have spaghetti at McDonald's, and supposedly really, really good. So wherever you are at McDonald's in the world, they will have unique offerings. I was so upset. I used to tell the story as I think it's hilarious. McDonald's is the only fast food location that was on naval bases worldwide because of its Department of Defense contract. Any service member that doesn't have an honorable discharge can't work at McDonald's. Oh, wow. And yet President Trump worked at McDonald's for a day. So what's that?
But he doesn't. He was never military.
That is true. What was I going to say about McDonald's? I had a story.
You're McLovin' it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think back to the Philippines. Oh, yes, I know what it was. Okay, so I used to say this in my stand-up comedy routine because it's really involves with them. So I go to Europe for the first time ever, and I flew over to Scotland. Right, went to the UK. I guess technically it was the second time I'd been to Europe. I'd been to Amsterdam before, but flying to the UK, and I want to say I feel like it was a direct flight from Orlando to Edinburgh. I don't think we had a layover anywhere. So like a 9-hour flight, and we land in Edinburgh, get our luggage, take the bus to our hotel. We stayed at a Premier Inn. I remember that. And then finally, after traveling for thousands of miles, 6,000 miles across the Atlantic, hours at a time, tired, want to get something to eat. All the traveling, got to the Premier Inn, South Queens Ferry, right on the bridge, just outside of Edinburgh, Scotland. And I look across the road, and there's one little Scottish cafe over there, McDonald's. That's a McDonald's. And I'm like, I came all this way to see something truly British, Scottish, from the UK, whatever, and I see McDonald's of all things. So I'm like, whatever. I go over there. You know what they were offering? You know what their special was? I'm not even kidding. This is true. The flavors of America.
What were those flavors?
They had the Chicago burger, the New York burger, the LA burger, and something else. I think it was a Texas burger. And each one of them had their own variety of what they believed made them iconic to those different cities. So, of course, I ended up having the Chicago burger. I
was hoping you were going to tell me they had like haggis.
I don't think they had McHaggis. I ate haggis while I was over there, which is really good. McHaggis. McHaggis and McTatties. I did have their French fries were 1,000 times better than the French fries at McDonald's here. They were real locally sourced potatoes from locally sourced potato farms there. The beef is locally sourced from Scotland. It's all really, really good. And then they had to drink. I had to have these. I guess that's the national soft drink of Scotland. It's called Iron Brew. It's not spelled like the way you would think it would be spelled. And Scottish people could not describe to me what the flavor was. It's orange. Does not taste orange at all. They do. If you look around, you can find it. Iron Brew. It's like IRN, IGRN or something like that. It's a weird spelling. But I would best describe it as it tastes something like the fake bubblegum flavor. If something has a
as long as it's not like Beverly, you're okay.
As a soda pop. Like bubblegum flavored soda pop is the best way that I can describe it. However, it's better than that because it actually tastes pretty good. So if anybody in the chat's ever had Iron Brew, you can tell us about that. But what we are going to tell you about is our good friends. Tom, where can people find you? What are you doing?
On my channel, your channel, Lorena's channel, all around wrenching stuff. And I've been slacking, so I got to work on some stuff. Well, I've been doing stuff in the background. So, yeah, I got things coming.
Got things
Come watch
coming. Me. And Jessica.
Yeah, so this channel, my channel, gonna be packing, if anyone wants to come help pack my house, that'd be fun. But I just put up my new intro video that with Tom's help I put together with some really cool music, so that I can start doing live streams. So that's up on the channel now too, if you want to go check that out for me.
Cool. And here at Follow the Bradley's Fun, we will continue to do the dish typically on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. leading right into the Pro Show. Don't change that dial. We'll be sending you over to the Pro Show right after this. I've got the vlog coming on the SeaWorld Spooktacular. And still trying to figure out how to fit in all of the YouTube stuff that I need to do with all of the writing that I'm now doing for that parkplace.com, because I am writing a lot for that parkplace.com now. So
I need more arms.
I need more energy. My brain just does not want to seem to fit it all in. But thank you, everybody that is in the chat over there. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Tom. Thank you to Jeremy from Strings and Pucks that was here earlier. And hope Jeremy is doing well. Appreciate him stopping by. We're going to send the rest of you. Also, thank you for the MJ as Toyo Boys for the super sticker. As a matter of fact, I think we should let's do one more celebration before we head out the door. Thank you. Good night. Have fun. And we will see you guys over at the pro show. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be on the pro show tonight, but we're sending you over to WDW Pro. He should start up in just about 3 minutes. I may not see you until I'm an entire year older, everybody. We have Halloween on Friday, and there's also a chance that I may stream. So keep an eye out on the channel. I might stream Halloween on Friday. We might stream some of our trick-or-treating. We don't know yet what we're going to do. But keep an eye out for that. And otherwise, we may not see you until November. If we don't, happy Halloween, everybody. And until next time, we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Have a good night. Happy Halloween.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shop.